She ain't what she used to be, ain't what she used to be, ain't what she used to be, the little blue boat. She ain't what she used to be many long years ago.
Okay, I think I got that going. Welcome to the shop. It's thundering outside. I thought it was gonna start pouring on me, so I decided to get it in here and work on the boat. I'm setting up for glass. I'm cutting out pieces and laying them out. I did not order enough. I'll be putting that order in soon.
I got that done, by the way.
I'm gonna need some music, so I'm gonna turn on the local radio station.
Looking back, I realize now what a huge mistake this was. The rest of this was murder.
I never wanted to be that girl. I never wanted to hate myself.
Country music isn't the problem. I love country music. Editing is where the problem falls. And so, that being said, I'm going to make this painless as possible. I started out with doing a dry layout of that complicated nose and getting a rough idea of how I need to do that. Those edges sticking up at the top are going to create a problem.
Oh, thank you, fan.
I'm reducing the size of the cloth I'm working with and getting ready to go down those sides. I eyeballed that nearly perfect. So here I am, I'm cutting out the other side, and it starts raining, and I take a short break and take my gloves off.
I can't get my hands in them. Heck with it. I hope I don't regret that later.
I will.
I'm already regretting that glove decision. I knew I would on my hands. I've got.
Is that voice on the radio everywhere?
Or I did my math wrong. That's what really happened. I didn't measure wrong. I got the measurements of the boat right. I just did my math wrong.
Thanks to that bad math, I also did not have enough resin, and I still haven't ordered enough resin. It costs a lot more than I thought it would.
Yeah. It's gonna work.
So from this point, I go into trying to do some resin work.
First thing I want to do is put on gloves because this is resin and glass. My hands. And according to the instructions, I need to get a good stream going.
Okay, so I have no clue what I'm doing here. I'm tried to read the instructions. I tried to understand it. I tried to educate through videos. Really, I learn best when I've just got my hands in there doing it. So I took these small bottles that were never going to be enough to do this boat and tried doing these small pieces to see how it all goes.
I figure this OSB is going to soak up a lot, and so I'm just going to pour it on there.
Okay, so here's a good little mistake I made. See how all that's hanging over the edges of that board? Getting it to fold over and adhere is almost impossible. Then I ran out of resin and had to mix more resin. The pump is hard to pump. Laying down more resin, trying to get it all to be clear and soaked in. What am I thinking here? I should have known that this would never lay down right. Also notice the sticky, uncured side is now on the plastic, causes problems later. So I kept trying. As the fibers broke down more and soaked up more resin, it got a little bit easier, but it never did
So
adhere
much air
correctly,
bubble. Oh
and
no!
that was all my fault.
Look at that.
So now I spend the next several minutes trying to smooth out the fuzzy mess I made out of my bow nose piece. In retrospect, all of this extra work I put myself into was completely unnecessary. I could have just left it laying there on the plastic to dry, and I probably would have ended up with a better result than I did going through the trouble I went through. So now more resin. In case you haven't noticed, I haven't even put any glass on side B of this board, just side A. And both sides need to be covered. This second side went a little better, but I still had those hairy edges sticking out where I should have made the triangle smaller. By this point, I was really feeling like I just want to get this down, and anything that's sticking out, I can fix when it dries because I already realized that my edges weren't going to do right. So in my foolishness to try and get all the hairs to lay down, I rigged a stand for it to stand up in. Again, bad mistake. I should have just let it dry on the plastic. Everything would have turned out better. I will know better for the next time. There we have it, my follies in fiberglass. I will show you how it all turned out next time with my new camera. Thanks for watching.